The second piece of nonviolent communication is feelings. So it's likely that when you had this reaction, feelings came up. But again, we haven't been trained to be really in touch with our feelings. We've been trained to be in touch with our thoughts. And that's where everything goes sour. Because we think about things too much, and we talk from up here. Up here does not resonate with as many people as here will. So feelings need to be distinguished from thoughts. I want you to try to discover what feelings were going on for you in that moment. And to help you out, you have a sheet that looks kind of like this. Let's see. Can we have that up there? Great. And there are two places that you'll get stuck. Usually when we say, I feel, we most commonly follow it with a word like or that. If you follow the word feel with like or that, you are about to describe a thought or an opinion and not your actual feelings. You'll know that you're describing feelings when you get that strange sensation of vulnerability. That is the feeling of your heart opening up to share with somebody else. Now, you also want to watch out for words that imply judgment of what the other person is doing. So if I say, for example, I feel manipulated, is that a vulnerable feeling? No. It's a judgment of what somebody might be doing to me. I think that they're manipulating me. So when I say I feel manipulated, underneath that, I could be feeling uncomfortable. I could be feeling scared. I could be feeling frustrated. Do you see how all of those feelings touch more here than manipulated did? Yes? All right. So why don't you try to capture the feelings that were going on for you in that situation? And since this is a situation that was less than delicious, it's probably going to be in the category of when needs are not met. Do we have folks running around with microphones? I want to hear how you guys are doing with this so far. So I want to check in with a few of your observations. Somebody please raise your hand if you'd like to share what you ended up with for your observation. All right, right up here in the front, Anika? Annika. All right, Annika, can we have a microphone for her? Let me hear your observation.
I had a client who said that I was providing him no value and that everything I was giving he could get for free.
All right. And what feelings did you identify were up for you around that?
I was angry, very frustrated, and also very hurt.
All right. Thank you. Now I want to draw out something here real quick. How did you guys feel when you heard her say that she felt angry and frustrated? Like, did your heart open up? A bit, right? How about when you heard her say that she felt hurt? More so even, right? So there's an interesting thing about anger. When we're feeling angry, we can almost always find a thought that says that somebody should or shouldn't be saying or doing something. We have a right-wrong thought going on, and it will turn any feeling that we've got going on into anger. So I'm really happy that you got to the underlying piece there also of the feeling of hurt. Let's hear another one. All right here. Your name, my friend?
Libby.
All right.
And this was just last Monday. A neighbor directly across the lane from me was running an off-road vehicle that he was working on in his driveway, which is about 20 feet away from my home. The fumes from this vehicle, which did not have an approved muffler on it, did not have whatever that thing is to take the carbon monoxide out, wasn't there. So the fumes were coming at my home and invading my home. I worked from my home on the phone, and that was a day where I was on the phone with people from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. We did this for 10 hours, on the vehicle very loudly and with tons of fumes which invaded my home, and I couldn't get out.
All right, so the trigger and the observation was that he was running his truck for 10 hours, and that the fumes were coming into your house.
And it was also at a very loud level. The adjunct to this is that I called the police to see if they could do something. They came by and told me he wasn't doing anything wrong.
All right. So that might have also been another trigger, is that when they came by and said that anything wasn't going on. I want to draw out one little piece, that even saying something is very, very loud, that would be a point where he might disagree. All right? So in observations, we want to find as much common ground of information as possible. So I would stick to the length of time that he was running it, and also as another trigger, as a separate thing that could have brought up two separate feelings, was the response that the police had to him when you called. What feelings came up for you around this?
I felt scared, panicked, anxious, especially for my health. I felt helpless, despairing, especially in light of the police, panicked that I had no options, terrified again for my health, and very angry.
All right. So we're going to get to the next piece here, which is needs, and we're going to have something to connect. All of these observations, we could call the trigger or the stimulus. But the actual cause, the source of these feelings are our human needs inside of us. And this, again, is how we take responsibility for our feelings.